Oh, hi Rebecca. So glad you could catch up with me today too. That's great. It's good to see you. And welcome to anybody else that's out there listening today. Hi Daffy. Sorry I'm a little later than I intended to be. I had therapy on my hand this morning, which is progressing very well. Um, Hopefully, I just have to go to therapy Friday and then twice next week, and then I shall be done. Um, so it's the only thing they didn't fix is I have one more spot on, it's on this hand, but it's right in here of arthritis that they can't surgically remove. So he and I need to have a conversation on getting rid of that or treating that in some manner when I go back on the 18th. So that's the hand update for today. So, how are you all doing? Anybody stitching as they're watching? I hope so. I hope so. What I thought I'd do today, because several people have asked, um, and I didn't get around to it, is just to review some backstitching with you today on how to do that and how to keep your lines straight. Oh, yeah, I'm so pleased, Rebecca, that my hand is anything's better than the way it was. I didn't even, I couldn't even pick up like a fry pan. It was, or hold a dish under to rinse it off to put in the dishwasher. It was terrible. So it is a lot better. I can do that stuff. Daffy, yes, I did get the update for Pattern Keeper. I got it yesterday. And from what I understand, it is a timed release. So it's not going out to everybody all at once. It's just going out to, like, some people will get it today, some people will get it tomorrow, but by the end of a week, so let's see, today is Tuesday. So probably by next Monday at the latest, everybody that has Pattern Keeper um, should have their update. There's some really great features in it this time. Um, you can, if you hide the the panel that has your symbols and numbers and how many stitches left to stitch, if you hide that, it now shows up in the top right hand corner of your screen so that you can see the information just for that number. So once you search on a particular symbol, it will, like, if it will show up at the top. You'll be able to, in the under the move tool, you'll be able to double click on the symbol to have it show up at the top and to highlight it. Um, you'll be able to, once you mark off the stitches that you've stitched, you'll be able to double click on them and it will highlight them all at one time. So those are some of the new things that you'll have in this update. It really is very, very nice. Asa has done, wow, she has done a fabulous, absolutely fabulous job on that program. Um, and for those that don't know, she's a one-man show. She's doing this all by herself. She doesn't, this isn't a big company. It is just her. And in addition to writing this program for us, She also works full time in her job, and I'm not sure what her job is, but I do know that whatever her job is, she's working full time. She has two young children at home, and she is on top of this program and writing all the things that she needs to do for this app. And God bless her, I don't know how she does it all. Um, Two young children is enough to keep you busy, and then she finds the time yet to write a program. She is a stitcher, which I attribute that to the fact that that is why this program is so fantastic, because as a stitcher, she knows what she wants and what she wanted in an application. So she has written all of that, and she has gone above and beyond to accommodate the things that people have asked for and the things that make sense that people have asked for. Um, I can't praise her enough. She's done fantastically with this software. I tell you what, I can't go back to a paper chart. I just can't do it. Just can't do it. And if you watch, what is her name? Let me look it up for you. If you watch the YouTube, um, oh my God, I think it's Sharon that helps her in the group. Um, I know I just subscribed to her. Shaz Stitch Cook. SHAZSTITCHCOOK on YouTube. If you watch her, she has just put a bunch of how-to videos up for Pattern Keeper. And here's one you guys are going to love. Importing a chart without a recognized grid, which pretty much means, if from the way I understood it on the video that I just watched this morning before my therapy, if you scan a chart, now she demonstrated it with a chart that's only one page. And you know what, guys, there's enough one-page charts out there that you guys want to stitch. And you could do this for a multi-page chart, just put in each one separately rather than have them joined. But it's to import a chart that basically is a scanned chart. And when you do that, when you import it, it's going to tell you that it does not have a recognized grid. And it's going to give you an option and a tool to actually place a grid over that chart. And it starts out as just a 10 by 10, but you can enlarge it to whatever the size of your page or chart is. Say if it's 60 by 60, or 62 by 95, or whatever the dimensions are, you can enlarge that grid to fit your page. And there's a step or two that you have to do to make that work. But then when it goes into Pattern Keeper, which it will go in, you won't be able to search, and you won't get that search tool. You will get the ability, though, to mark off your stitched stitches. So it's fantastic for those of you who have been asking, I can't get this. I can't. There are those of you who are really, really going to like that. Um, I'm just looking at my screen. There's somebody on here that I don't think is a stitcher, and I think may be a bot. So, Chard, you can go away now. I will have to change my settings to get rid of that so that I don't get bots on here. So, whatever, if you guys are seeing Chard, or I don't care who you are, go away. Hi, Sky. How are you today? So, what I thought I'd do today, guys, is um, talk a little bit about backstitching. Like I said, because a lot of you have asked about backstitching, and it really is a very simple thing. Um, there really isn't much to it. But how many of you feel like your lines aren't straight and they get a little bit okay, Chard, then I'm sorry if I thought you were a bot. Um, and if you want to learn, that's absolutely wonderful. Um, okay, so back to, let me switch my screens here and let's go back to fabric. Okay, here we go. So I think a lot of you already know how to backstitch, but let's talk a little bit about how to keep your lines straight. I'm going to just start with an away thread, okay? And I should have clipped this extra fabric up. All right, and we're gonna make like we're stitching over 2, okay? Although it is the same for over 1. So we all know that when you do the back stitch, you're coming up in an empty hole, you're going down, you're going down, okay? And then your next stitch is going to come up 1 square away or 2 threads away, whichever you're stitching on, okay? But now to get your lines and keep them straight, instead of, a lot of people try and go down exactly where that thread is. And that sometimes makes it not so even. What I tell people is go down slightly above. It's a little hard for me to see here because I have it for the camera. Go down above on the top side of that thread, okay, and that helps keep it that it's absolutely straight. I should have maybe put 2 strands in here. All right, so you're always going to come up in the empty hole, and you're going to go down on the top side of the thread that's there. Okay. I need this person to go away, and I'm not sure how I do that. So hold on a second here, guys. Now, it's getting a little annoying. Let me, okay. I hope you guys are not seeing my, sorry about that. Sorry about that. I am trying to get to my Twitch things so that I can um, oh, you're not getting notifications. Oh, Sky, you just happened to see I was here. Good. Oh, I wish I knew how to do this. You should have got notifications. Okay. I'm sorry, folks. Oh, wish I was better at this. Oh, my. Okay, let's get this down. Okay. Bear with me here, guys. Yes, Chard, please leave me alone. Goodbye. Ah, Sky, do you know how to do that? Yeah, I'm not seeing their name. Okay. Ah, thank you. Hi, Tori. How are you today? Glad to see you. Okay. All right. I think um, I'm doing great. And by the way, Tori, thank you so much for for oh my God, here. This is getting a little crazy. For doing that spreadsheet. Yes, I love it. I absolutely love it. Okay. Sky, I either don't have something right here or I can't see enough of this person that just will not go away. And I'm getting really annoyed. Got it. Got it, got it, got it. Okay, now I think, oh my God, now I got to open my chat again. Oh my goodness. Oh, oh, I'm so sorry here, guys. Source overlays. Where's my chat? Ah, window. There we go. There we go. Oh my goodness. Ah, now I think I have gotten that person to let us alone. And I think there's another one here that I also have to do the same thing to. So let me do that rather quickly. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Let's just move on and just ignore this annoyance. Yeah. Okay. The spreadsheet. If you guys remember, last time I did a live, I showed you the spreadsheet I used to keep tally of my stitching. Um, Hi, Sheila. Hi, Brig. Um, I showed you the spreadsheet that I use to keep track of how many stitches I stitch, and it goes daily and monthly and totals up for the year and all of that. Well, Tori was a little overachiever. Thank you, Tori, for doing that. And she created one that personally I think is even better than the one that I did. So she sent me a copy of it. I think, Tori, do you have a little tweaks to do on that yet? Um, and then once it's functioning the way she'd like it, then I will post it in the diagonal group. and then it will be available for anyone that is interested in using it. Um, yeah, it's a great little thing. It calculates all your stitches for you. Um, it calculates. Oh, okay. Then thanks, Tori. Then um, I will post it in the diagonal group, and it will be available there for anybody that wants it to download it, um, and use it as you wish. I just thought it was a. I think it's just kind of fun to. Um, oh gosh, I'm so full of ums and what have you today. This bot or this person has me a bit annoyed. Yes, in the diagonal group. Of course, EJ, you can join the diagonal group. Yes, it's for the love of diagonal cross stitching, and just send in a request. Make sure, however, that you answer the questions so that you don't get rejected. Um, and then, yeah, I'll approve you to be in. Oh, challenges could be fun. Yes, Tori, that is true. You have to start it on January 1. Now, I'll tell you what I did. I made a copy of I made a copy of the page so that I have a master copy of the page, because personally I like to do my spreadsheets per project. Okay? And I use Pattern Keeper for it, and Pattern Keeper counts my stitches, so that makes it an easier do, because it works in conjunction with Pattern Keeper to do your totals for you. So I made a copy of the spreadsheet so that I always have a master. And then on the one I was using, the day before the day I wanted to start, I deleted the formatting or the formulas that were put in, and I put in my numbers, so that I wanted to do 500 stitches a day. I put in the Pattern Keeper number of how many stitches I already completed. I put in the total number of stitches in the project, and I put in how many stitches I had left. And then from that point on, it worked fine. Oh, Brig, are you? I'm caught. I am not caught up on exactly what's going on in chat here. I'm so befuddled now today. Ah, so are you doing a spreadsheet also? Oh, great. No, 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 no. That's okay. You chat all you want. I just, like I said, that whole person that crashed our party here just put me in a bit of a dither. So yeah, I just find it really, really interesting to keep track of how many stitches you stitch in a day, and that way you can, um, what is this person doing on the screen there? Um, and actually, what I did on mine is I even ran a total of my number that I stitched on any given day, and did an average for the month, just because I was curious on average how many stitches you stitch in a day. So yeah, it's kind of fun, and it kind of, for me, helps keep me motivated to, because I really want Stitchers Retreat done by the end of the year. Okay, if I don't do by the end of the year, I want it done the very beginning of next year, because here's why I am with it. I want to stitch on it because I want it finished. But I don't want to stitch on it because I'm just so tired of it. 4 years, 4 years I've been working on this thing, and I'm just so tired of it. So I kind of like don't want to work on it. Oh, gotcha. Brig is saying that Tori also sent her a copy of the spreadsheet, and she's been playing around with it and has some ideas. So she's going to send me a copy. So, oh, your eyes are tired. Sky, your eyes are tired from staring at 25 count. Yes, you better believe it. Oh, Brig, that's awesome. You calculate based on Tori's formulas. You created a different way to calculate the finish date. Awesome sauce. Oh, wow. That is great. That is absolutely great. How about what I do then is I will put I will put both versions in the files, and then whoever wants to download them can pick which one they want, or they can do both, or whatever, because like I said, I'm willing to freely share. And Tori, you're absolutely right. Best things come when people put their heads together. And if both Brig and Tori don't care about sharing it, we'll put it in the group, and um, it will be there for anybody that wants it. It's, yeah, it's great. It's great teamwork. It's, that's what this is all about. And it's things like this, and talking about it here live, are what spawn ideas. And we have a lot of talent in this community that it's really great to bounce things off one another, and look what you come up with. You come up with these awesomely wonderful new things. It's fabulous. And not able to come up with the formulas had I not looked at the ones Tori. Yeah, see, Brig and Tori put their heads together, and oh, now I'm excited to see it. Oh, ah, you guys have my email, I hope. so that you can send me the copy. Uh, Brig, if you don't have my email, I know Tori does because she sent it to me. So that is great. Yeah, yeah. And isn't that what it's all about? And isn't that what this world needs today? We just need a little bit more kindness and sharing and times like this. That is why I truly do love doing this. It's so fun. Do we get a lot of stitching done? Oh, heck no. No, we don't. I mean, here I started to show you all about backstitching and got totally sidetracked. Um, but these two gals, I can't thank them enough. And you wouldn't know where to begin to make a spreadsheet. Well, I know where to begin, but I don't have all that expertise when it comes to, I mean, I can do basic formulas, as you all have seen in the ones that I did. Um, but these guys are way better at all that formula stuff in Excel. Um, I, I, I know enough to get by, but that's where it ends. My comment is usually, I know enough to be dangerous. And that is a really short trip. So that's great, you guys. I can't thank you enough, and I do appreciate all the efforts you have put in it. So let's talk a little bit more about backstitching. So, you know, to keep it straight, you're always coming up in an empty hole, and you're going down just a smidge above where you came up, and it should keep your line a bit straighter. Now, some people do, and this is what is done um, when you're doing black work. Okay, some people do their back stitching as a running stitch, so that when you go across your row or whatever you're outlining, you're doing every other. Okay, you're doing every other stitch. This is how black work works, or Holbein embroidery. Okay, so you're doing every other. So then to complete it, you have to come back the other way. So now you're coming up in a hole that already has thread in it. So the trick to keeping that straight is, and I'm kind of at an awkward angle here, of coming up below the thread in the one you come up in, and go down above the thread in the one you're going down in. And that should keep your line straight. Now I'm at a little bit of an awkward angle here, but you see how nice and straight that is? So that's another way that you can do back stitching. Okay. And when you do it that way, it's exactly the same on the front and the back. Okay. I have this on the nerd stand so that I could get it close enough to the camera so that you can see. Now, the other thing, when you're back stitching around an object that you stitched, sometimes you have to kind of get a sort of like a curve. Tori, have you tried a chalk pencil? Bohin makes one, and you can buy white chalk. And that washes out very easily. Um, that might work better. Oh, okay. No, this is not a marker. This is actually, oh wait, where do I have it? It's, okay, it's this. Here we go. It's a pencil, okay? Bohin pencil. Don't use a that friction, however you say that name. Um, they iron the grids go away when you iron them when you iron them. However, if it gets cool, they come back. So I don't know that I would, but you can certainly. I have marked on my Stitcher's Retreat. Now did not. I go over the gray lines so that I can see them better. On pre-gridded fabric, I go over the gray lines so that I can see it better with this. And it does not, um, until I get that area stitched, it does not go away. Now, if you would mark your whole piece, it might rub off. But I have not had a problem with the marker. So you might want to try this. The lead, not the lead, the chalk for these come in white, gray, yellow, and green. Now on your lighter color fabrics, I prefer green. On a dark color fabric, I would either use yellow or white. Yeah, that's what I do, Tori. If the gridded fabric is great, however, once I start stitching in an area, I can't see the grid anymore. So that's why I go over it with the green chalk pencil. And I've had no trouble getting this out. You have to be careful with some of those fabric markers. Um, some are water soluble, some are air soluble. You just have to try them to see, take a scrap piece of fabric, write on that, let it set a day or two, because you got to remember these pieces, like mine, I've been working on it for 4 years. 18 count gridded fabric, I believe I just saw it on 123 Stitch, Tori. And I was talking with somebody last night. Oh my God, where, let me look. We looked up a place and you can buy bigger pieces. That was 20 count. Oh, let me see. Come on, come on. Here we go. Journey creations. There was 1, 2, 3 stitch. No, no. You want it in 18 count. Oh, what was the name of the place? You could call Fat Quarter Shop. They might be able to cut you a piece big enough for what you need. Oh, why is it when you want to find something you can't find it? And I was just on this site last night. Let's see. Let me see my search activity. Heaven and Earth also sells it, yes. Additional stitches, Amazon, eBay, Etsy. That's not where it was. Everything cross stitch. That might be where it was. I can't remember if I was on my phone or my iPad. Yeah, the Heaven and Earth website has it for sure, and um, she'll cut to size for you. Why you never went to the Heaven and Earth website, Tori? Why does it intimidate you? They're having a sale right now. All their charts are 50% off. You guys need to go. I'm not. No, ain't no way. I'm not looking, not looking, not looking. Yeah, you got to go, Tori. Go look at it. And their fabric, yeah, it's in the, if you, across the top, there's an option to go to look at fabrics. And I think they have about every count of the easy grid that there is. Yeah, and Brig is right. Go look by artists. Look, because if you just start going through like they're all products or whatever, you do get totally overwhelmed because there is so much stuff on that site. It is loaded, totally loaded with any kind of pattern you can think of. Yeah, Instagram. She puts new releases on Instagram. I think I want to say every Wednesday there's new releases. There's also across the top where it's fabrics, charts by artist, and accessories and all that stuff. There is a one for new releases, and that might be a place you want to start because that, you get to see what's just out. Um, that might be, start with new releases, see if there's something you like or an artist that you like. I mean, everybody's taste is different, and their Oh, you were probably getting kicked off, Tori, because it's probably overwhelmed with people at the moment, especially with the sale. And I think the sale ends, I want to say the 29th at midnight Pacific time. I want to say that's when it ends. Yeah, join either one of the Heaven and Earth groups, because a lot of you get to see what other people are stitching, and then that also gives you an idea of what maybe you like or what artist you would like. There's something there for everybody. When I first found out about Heaven and Earth, all I saw people, it was at a time when everybody was into dragons and all of that stuff, and it was like, nah, that's not for me. Yeah, Sky, don't join the official Heaven and Earth group, because you're right, that has so many rules. In fact, she just updated the rules the other day. And it has a lot of, it's the designers group, so it is her prerogative to have things the way that she wants them. And I totally understand that. And, you like, one of the big things is you can't post any outside links. So if you come on there and you say, hey, where can I get 18 count fabric, 18 count easy grid, they can suggest Heaven and Earth, but they can't say, go to 123 Stitch and post the link. They can't even say, go to 123 Stitch. But there is another group called Heaven and Earth Designs that is not under the official group. That is a separate group of people who just like to stitch Heaven and Earth designs, and there's not all the hubbub and rules. And you got you got booted from the official one. You don't know why. Oh my goodness. Yeah, if you post, you're right, Sky. If you post an outside link, you get booted. Hi, Flame. Glad to see you here. Thanks for stopping by. Try just the Heaven and Earth Designs group. That's not related to the official Heaven and Earth group. The official Heaven and Earth Designs group. You may have better luck there. Um, I'm trying to think where else you're going to see Heaven and Earth Designs. Um, Full coverage. Oh, I will call you Jen, and that will be easy to remember, because that's my daughter's name. So I will be able to remember Flaming Ada is Jen. So welcome. Yes, Sky, the full coverage fanatics is one that they have a lot of interesting pieces in there. And the other one is full coverage cross stitch. So there's two that start with full coverage. Both of those are very nice groups. Full coverage fanatics, if you like that, if you like challenges, they have a lot of challenges all the time. Um, so that you can, it's stitching challenges. So I think right now the one they're doing is the national parks. So they're a lot of fun. A lot of fun. So I actually Oh no, what did I do? There we go. I actually started doing that one, but then uh, yes, full coverage fanatics and full coverage cross stitch. Yeah, they're both very fun groups. Very fun groups. You will like them. So I don't know what I got going on here, but I need to get rid of these other two people that are here we go again. Okay, I will do that. I will do that later. Oops. There we go. Because they're getting annoying again. Sorry about that, guys. Just ignore those two that are gamers that are um, spamming this channel, and I don't appreciate it. But what am I going to say? I will take care of that after I am off stream. Okay, but anyway, yes, those two, and you will see a lot of different heaven and earth designs on both of those groups. I do belong to both. I don't. I started to do the challenge, and then I don't know why. I was in a funk, I guess, and I just gave up and I didn't follow through with it. But I actually could start it again because it's only August. I already stitched 130,000 stitches this year. So I could stitch enough to get my 100,000 in that. I could. So I may just start doing it again. And if I do all of it on Stitcher's Retreat, oh, I don't have anything against gamers, Tori. I really don't. Yeah, sometimes they can be interesting. Like, I don't need them coming in and saying about playing Fortnite and blah, blah, blah. Oh, I just saw those little baby dragons. Hold on. Where did I see them? Where did I see them? See, this is what happens when you're on social media too much. I just saw little baby dragons. And who did them? They were very cute, but it's not something. I personally am into more things that are scenic, like landscapes or that look like paintings or that kind of thing, is more my taste. I'm not really into dragons and yeah, I think you're. Oh. Oh, it wasn't the baby dragons. Yeah, I don't think I saw those. But there's so much out there to stitch. So much out there to stitch. Wowzers. And Sky, they're on sale. Oh, Tolkien. Oh, I love those. The Hobbit, The Lord of the Rings. Yeah. Okay, we'll have to look her up. Patricia Atkin. She's the one that did the Celtic ones. Oh, well, at least you got it. Yeah, I'm guessing that site is extremely busy with her having a 50% off sale. You don't often see the 50% ones. Yeah. Usually it's like 25 or 35% off, but not 50. Realm of the Middle Earth from Tilton. Oh, oh, is that the map, Anne? I know Heaven and Earth had the big Middle Earth map, but I think that one has been discontinued. Yeah. Ah, and it's huge. Oh my. So that's another 5 year one. Oh, see, I use Safari. I'm an Apple person. And in all honesty, I didn't go look. I didn't go look. I'm not going to buy. I have enough Heaven and Earth designs to last me forever. I can't live long enough. Oh my goodness, 900 by 8. Oh my gosh. That's kind of, oh my. That's big. That's big. Are you stitching it, Anne? I'm going to have to go look that one up. You bought three? Jen, is that all you bought? Three? Uh, and it's one stitch at a time. One stitch at a time. You know, and it depends on, in all honesty, I was talking to somebody about this last night. They're doing Once Upon a Fairy Tale, that new Amy Stewart. Oh, you only have 10 now, Ian? Oh, I'm not telling you how many I have. I'm a collector. A collector. I'll never skip. I don't know why I bought them all. I'll never stitch them all. I can't live long enough. I'm already old. So I can't. I'll never get them all stitched. But I was talking to somebody last night about Once Upon a Fairy Tale because, as we all, those people that you people that know Amy Stewart's designs know that they are just confetti hell. It's the whole thing is nothing but confetti, and I doubt that there are any places in that pattern that are not a lot of confetti. So I suggested, because she was feeling overwhelmed by the amount of confetti, her go-to um, charts to stitch are those by Gecko Rouge. And not that they don't have confetti, but it isn't as bad or as much as as the Amy Stewarts. So I said to her, I mean, um, because I'm pretty much known for diagonal stitching and parking, uh, which is what initially has gotten my name out there. um, I suggested, well, have you tried or have you thought about parking and working, say, a row at a time or a section at a time? And well, she just poo pooed that right away. And I said, you have to find a method that works for you. And she just, didn't, and not everybody likes to do parking. And diagonal stitching isn't for everybody. So I said, well, if you don't want to stitch on the diagonal, why not stitch in columns and work a block at a time, or just work a diagonal block at a time, or some way to make it easier to handle all that confetti, because that was what was overwhelming to her. And she was working two jobs and didn't have a lot of stitching time. And when she did have stitching time, she was so overwhelmed by it that she ended up not wanting to stitch on it. And I said, well, you just got to find a way that works for you. And by stitching either a 10 by 10 block, or working down a diagonal or a column, a row at a time, certainly takes some of the intimidation away, because you're concentrating. Like when I do on the diagonal and I work at a row at a time, all I'm concentrating on is those 10 stitches. Just those 10 stitches. That's all I look at. After I've done the color in the row, I look, where is it needed next? I put the thread there so that when I get to that point, my thread is already there and I'm concentrating on that 10 stitches. So that takes some of the intimidation away, and um, it makes it a little less stressful, let's say. What floss storage method do I use? I have, um, I've done so many storage methods that, you know what, I still haven't found something that is really my cup of tea. I have used the Bags Plus and had stuff on bobbins, but I personally got tired of wrapping bobbins, and then when you cut a piece, you got to wrap it back on, and when you have leftover, you got to wrap it back on. Then for Stitcher's Retreat, I went with tags so that I have it on I have it all cut pre-length and it's on a tag. Yeah, this is all the colors for Stitcher's Retreat, my friends. And I just have to pull a strand off. If I have extra, I just loop it back on. This is okay, but it's not okay. I like being able to pre-cut it and pull it off, but this is a mess. And that's personally annoying the crap out of me. So I don't know. I've heard about Annie's Keepers. Let me know how you like them, Tori. Are you getting them? Um, there's also a place on Etsy that makes a piece similar to those Annie's Keepers. Um, I think it's just a plastic bar with holes in it and then hooks to put it in one of the file things. And instead of having the tags that you slide in and out like Annie's Keepers, it just has the holes and you can loop your stuff on. And they come pre-printed with the DMC numbers on them. So that's another um, yeah, Sky, these loose threads make me crazy. And I put them all on this flexible thing because sometimes I stitch, that's coming apart. Sometimes, well, most of the time I stitch over here in my sun porch, but in the evening I often stitch over in the living room and watch TV with my husband. So I want something that is portable that I can take with me. Now, I have gotten some material packs from Heaven and Earth, and they have the cards laminated with the symbol, DMC number, and then a hole and all the threads on those. They're okay, um, but I don't know. I just haven't really found a system that I can really go, wow, that's what I want to always use. I have my extra floss right now in, they're like shoe boxes, only they're a little bit smaller, and floss away bags in there. Um, let's see. Right now I have like 12 of those boxes. So what I was thinking of doing is whittling that down to make like a master set, because some colors, as we all have done, because every time you start something you buy something new or new thread. Some colors I have like 10, 15 skeins of the same color. Yeah. Oh, okay. And that would be great to post a picture and Twitch stitchers. Oh my God, where's my tongue tied today? Um, but I thought of keeping my floss away bags and just putting one skein and make a master set, and then keeping the excess somewhere else so that if I run out of it in the master set, I can go look. Yeah, I think, Tori, when you kit up all your projects, and that's great because then you can just grab that kit and you have everything. And that is wonderful. The downside to that is you end up with so many skeins of the same color when you might only use a little bit of it, and you have other projects that are going to use that color that they might only use a little bit of it. So then when you're done with those projects, you end up with all these started skeins with just a little bit taken off. So yes, I do shop my stash before I buy floss. Yes, absolutely. However, that being said, I still end up having to buy some because I don't have every color. Even though I have a bazillion skeins of floss, I don't always have every color. So it always seems like the ones I need are the ones I don't have. So I end up um, buying anyway. But yes, I shop my stash first. Um, yeah, yeah. I've been stitching for a long time, and I still don't have every color. But I'm thinking I want to do absolutely, Tori. It's whatever you find easiest. Yeah, yeah, it is. And what works for me might not is not going to work for somebody else, and what works for somebody else is probably not going to work for me. I'm leaning towards making a master set and then having bags of my excess, like put all my 100s in a bag, all my 200s in a bag, or and having that separate, and then when I need it, shop that. Yeah, because how big is your thing that your boyfriend's building in? Is it big enough that? And that's why I lean towards, do I really want to make a master set in like 2 or 3 boxes, because then I'd have to carry all of that to the living room when I stitch over there. And the other side is, yeah, because you never know. The way I stitch, I never know what colors I'm going to need. So my other option is to just 17 inches high, 7.5 inches deep. Yeah. I mean, that's not huge, but it's still something you'd have to carry around. My other option is to just keep my master set over here, and then when I stitch in the living room, just to with my husband, just to work on something that's a one color. There are monthly floss clubs around, Jen. Um, I don't know that they're DMC. There are for like your overdyes and all of that, but I don't know that there is a DMC monthly floss club. Not that not that I'm aware of. There's there's floss clubs for Silks for You. There's floss clubs for Victorian Motto. A lot of your fancy floss has clubs that you can get. Um, yeah, I don't have that many colors that I actually need anymore. If I really um, sit down and organize what I do have. And the other thing is, I do have a full set of the CXC floss. So it's also, I just need to not stitch for about a week and organize all of this stuff that I have. That's what I really need to do. One of these days. One of these days. So, yeah, Anne, yours sounds like a nice idea. Years and years ago when I first started stitching, I had a case that was big enough to hold a whole set of DMC on bobbins. Um, then there was a period of time where I wasn't cross stitching, I was doing heart hanger embroidery, and I felt at that time that I'm not going to go back to cross stitching. I'm going to be doing this for a long, long time. So I kind of gave it away. So yeah, so I had to start over collecting again when I went back into cross stitching. It was about maybe 10 years where I didn't cross stitch, but I did hard hanger embroidery and I did commissions and made a lot of stuff for myself and did a lot of gifts and all of that. And then back about 2000, I guess it was, I started stitching again, cross stitching again. So of course then I had to recollect everything, and wow. How my not stitching for a week goes, it's not going to happen. Probably what I'll end up doing is during the day hours, do my organization, but I will stitch at night. Believe me, I can't. I can't hardly go a day without stitching. It makes me a little crazy. I get a little nasty sometimes. Well, not nasty, just testy, just a little testy. Yeah, yeah. So that will give me a little bit of a break from Stitcher's Retreat. Because, like I said, I'm at the point with that where I want to stitch on it and get her done, but I don't want to stitch on it because I'm so tired of it. So very tired of it. But what can you say? What can you say? So, oh, let's see. Going on here an hour and a half. Oh, are you going to have a page finished? Good for you, Jen. Yeah, Brig, I'm the same way. I don't post a lot on my Facebook page. No, I use it mainly for stitching. Go, Jen, go. You can do it. 300 stitches, piece of cake. Piece of cake. You got it. You can finish it today. Yeah. Yeah, I have mine locked down too. I have it, not everybody can just find me. And Instagram, I look at Instagram, but I don't really I don't really follow a lot. And Reddit, I've never done that. I guess I should check that out. Brig, the diagonal group is For the Love of diagonal stitching, diagonal cross stitching. For the love of diagonal cross stitching. I'm going to have to check out Reddit. I never did that. Mostly a gamer thing. Just put in a request to join. I'll approve it when we're done here. No biggie. Just answer the questions. I don't have friends or get into online groups, so. And what exactly is Discord? I know I've heard of it, but I don't understand it. Oh, well then maybe I won't check out Reddit if it can be a nasty place. Oh, it's like Skype. Oh. Yeah, I'm not a gamer. Although, did you watch my last live? My grandkids, they're going to turn this old Nana into a gamer. A little bit, maybe. Um, my grandkids are into Minecraft. Um, and they're always after, Nana, Nana, will you play Minecraft with us? Can you? And was I watching them while my daughter went somewhere a couple weeks ago? And they, well, Nanas just do whatever for their grandchildren. So they talked me into buying Minecraft. So I bought it and downloaded it on my iPad. So now they're teaching Nana how to play Minecraft. So it's set up that my granddaughter, she'll FaceTime me. Or no, she'll do um, Messenger for kids. And she can call me on Messenger and she'll call and say, Nana, Nana, can we play Minecraft? So then, of course, Nana says, sure, we can play Minecraft. So then I sign in and she signs in and um, I go, sometimes I go into her world, sometimes she comes into my world. And then it's, um, okay, Jen, I'm learning. So then Emmy says to me, now follow me, Nana. Just follow me. And then I start to follow her and she takes off so fast I can't keep up. And then I lose her. And then she says, do you know how to teleport, Nana? Nana, teleport to me. So she tells me how to teleport. And then she says, no, Nana, don't do that. Don't do that. Follow me, Nana. No, don't cut dirt. It's like, oh my God. So I started to practice without her so that the next time, last week she called me every day last week to play Minecraft with her. And it was such a riot. But then when she gets tired of it, she says, Nana, I don't want to play anymore. Can we be done with this? Yeah, so that's what we do. So yeah, she's going to turn me into a gamer. And yeah, don't have it all figured out either. All I know is you got to dig. You gotta make, you gotta dig to find whatever. So, okay, what did I miss? What do we want to make for Jules, me, and Purple? Oh, a Discord server. Oh, well, that would be, yeah. I'll have to learn how to do it, but I'm a quick study. That would be fun. That's the other thing. Oh, that reminded me. When you said that's kind of like Skype, I have my personal Zoom account. Okay. So, what I thought about is, I mean, people who follow me or who have followed me pretty much know that I really like to talk about stitching, help people with their stitching, you know, teach people new things, give tips or whatever. So I was wanting to let people know that if you wanted some individual instruction on how to do something or help on how to do something or just wanted to chat about stitching, you could message me and we could set up a Zoom meeting. And I would be willing to do that with people because sometimes, okay, did anybody watch, or did Jules post her last stream yet? Or has anybody watched her last stream on Twitch where I was helping her put the side tensioners on her scroll frame, which was kind of hysterical? Um, that would have been a whole lot easier to do if I could have actually talked with her and instead of having to type, now do this, now do that, now do this. So that's what made me think if people wanted help with how to do something or whatever, that a Zoom meeting, or I have Apple products, I can FaceTime with somebody, that I would be more than willing to do that. Oh, okay, Brig, that would be great. Oh, Jen, I just had to laugh of getting those side tensioners on. I just thought that was hysterical. Well, that would be wonderful. So, yeah, if somebody wants to do that, or however, yeah, they were confusing. And in truth be told, full disclosure, I had to watch a video on YouTube to figure out how to put them on. But oh, yeah, I was yelling the same thing, Jen. I was yelling, pull it tighter, pull it tighter. Put the clip between the two pieces of elastic. Go back past that metal slot thing. It was like, she didn't hear me. Yeah. I was, as I was trying to help her, I was actually sitting here laughing. And then when she said she was going to call me sensei and somebody said I needed to call her grasshopper, well, that was just even more hysterical. So I started typing onto her grasshopper. Yeah, so yeah, I would be up for that if you want to. I'll join Discord and might have to have you guys walk me through it, but on how to do it, but that's okay. Yeah, when the penny dropped, that was I just have to laugh at her. She just loses so much stuff. Yeah, it was pretty funny. It was a classic. You're right. Okay, I will join Discord. I will do that. I will do that. And we'll have to work on that. We'll have to get that together, and I'm sure Jules and Sharon would be up for that also. And do you know what? That would be really great to have the three of us on together. That would be awesome. I thought about that because what I use to stream is Ecamm Live, and I can host people on here. Um, and I thought about doing that. Um, Tori, you're funny. Yeah, yeah, we'll have to check it out with Jules and Sharon and see if they want to do it. I will join. I will do that. Absolutely. Absolutely, because that could be really fun. Yeah, that could be really fun. The Pirates of the Caribbean. You guys are something else. Well, guys, it is after 3 o'clock here, so I think um, I'm gonna have to call this an end because I'll have supper to soon start getting ready and what have you. So I think not that I showed you how to backstitch. Got too sidetracked, but hey, what else is new? It was still fun. And that's why we're here to just laugh and have fun. Yes, we'll figure. I'll join Discord and we'll figure it out. Um, we can say something to Jules and to Sharon, and yeah, get it figured out. That would be great. Yes, I had a fabulous time, you guys. Fabulous time. Twitch stitch. Okay, that would be great. I'll do that, Tori. It might not be today. Actually, it might not be till next week because I have some commitments almost every day this week. Awesome, Brig. You go for it. You go, girl. That's great. Fabulous. Thank you all for spending some time with me and allowing me into your home to spend some time with you. I hope you all have a great, wonderful rest of your day, a great, wonderful rest of your week. I will be back again Friday afternoon, about that's this same time. Um, so take care, stay safe, stay healthy, and I will see you next time. Keep stitching. All right. Bye, guys. Thanks for everything. It's been a pleasure and love you all.